His grace. May God bless.
Let us pray. Can we pray for a second? Father God, here is your people. Here I am. Use me. Use me. The church is filled with wonderful musicians I've heard and I've been pleased. Vocalists and instrumentalists. The church is filled with people with the mind wide open to receive the word. It is true that you have worship with your songs, you have worship with your body. Now we are going to worship with the word. I want to thank Pastor and the committee of the church. I want to thank the youth board. I want to thank everybody here today who is willing and available to listen to the word of God. I want to present to you my wife and my two daughters, who are my biggest fans. There is a couple of things. I'm happy to see you too. There's a couple of things that I wish churches would do. I wish I could come to a church on Sunday morning and get a Bible study instead of a preaching or a sermon. Because we do not come to Bible study, we do not study the word. One day I wish I could just walk inside of a church and the pastor would say that we will study the book of Timothy, for example. No preaching. The choir will sing the 2, 3, 4, 10 songs and the Bible study will start. And because of this, I'm going to take 2 minutes to do a little Bible study with you, and then I go straight to my sermon. There are 5 books in the Bible that begin with the letter T, as in Thomas. 1 Thessalonian, 2 Thessalonian, 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, Titus. They are grouped together. They are all found in the New Testament. I'm going to say it again. Are you ready to say it with me? 1 Thessalonian, 2 Thessalonian, 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, and Titus. The biggest one is on top. Thessalonian, Timothy, Titus. You see? 1 Thessalonians speaks about the future, the coming of Christ and the church. That's future. Things that has not happened, things that have not happened yet. The 2 Thessalonians speaks about the Antichrist and the world. I'm going to say that again. 1 Thessalonians, the return of Christ and the church. I'll let it go down. 2 Thessalonians, the Antichrist and the world. Got it so far? 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, and 3 Timothy, actually Titus, these 3 books are placed under the category of pastoral books. When you hear pastoral, you hear pastor, leaders, ministers. That's why Paul, the writer of these 3 books, or the author of these 5 books, he was writing these letters, one to 2 pastors, one Timothy and second was Titus. I'm going to say Timothy and Titus were 2 pastors. Are you with me? Timothy received 2 letters from Paul. Titus received 1. Now let's narrow it down to our sermon. Timothy, the 1 Timothy has 5 chapters. How many chapters? How many books? How many books begin with the letter T? First one. Second. Third. Fourth. There are three of them that are placed under the category of pastoral books. Which ones are they? Two of them speak about the future, like Christ, return of Christ, the Antichrist. Which ones are they? That's your Bible study for today. Now what I want you to do, go home and read these 5 books. You can do that in 1 hour. And when I see you again, I'll question you. Now, 1 Timothy, Paul just sent Timothy to be a pastor in Ephesus. And he understood how young the gentleman was. Then he decided to write this letter. But before I proceed with my sermon, I'm going to ask you a question, which is going to be the title of my sermon. Is your being young an asset or a liability? No, that sounds too accounting. Let me say it like that. Is your being young an advantage or disadvantage? Is your being young more problem for your parents or more joy? Is your being young creating more problem for society than less? Is your being young a problem or a solution? That's what it should be, a solution, right? I like that. Now, nobody wants to be despised. Nobody wants to be looked down upon. Nobody likes that. If I walk here and you're serving me food, I want you to say Mr. Hantz, not really, but I would prefer Mr. Hantz, he's the manger. But instead of saying, here, take it, that's disrespect. Right? Everybody wants to be treated fairly and respectfully. But do we all respect each other? Let's say that if the church only had people like you, how would be the church? If this church will be filled with Hantzes only, would the church be better or worse? If the church will be filled only with musicians, would the church be better? Probably not, I heard. All right, let's go back to this. I see being young as a sign of vitality. A sign of strength. A sign of longevity. Someone who just started life. You have the whole life in front of you when you're young. You want to do everything because you don't think you can die now. Because I can live until 80, 90, 100 years. So I can do whatever I want whenever I please. Because I am young. I see young as a sign of beginning of wisdom and understanding. However, Paul saw a problem. Paul said, be careful. You might be despised or looked down upon. You might be thought of less if you do not do the following. There is an author called Napoleon Hill. This is what he said. Young people have great ideas, great thoughts, great imagination, great opinions about everything. They think they know it all. But none of the opinion is theirs. None of the ideas is there because they're repeating after people. We haven't learned to think on our own. We do not have, young people don't have definiteness of thoughts because we haven't learned to think. We think we are thinking, but we are not really thinking. We're just echoing, repeating what we hear from other people, but we are not doing our own thinking. He said, you will undertake a lot of things and you cannot finish them. You have the fire to do something today, and the next day, the passion is gone. Because you're young. No definiteness of thought. You will become disengaged with your own mind. Because you don't use your mind. Because you have no definiteness of thought. You will get disengaged because imagine that when you were little in class, you couldn't wait to raise your hand. Hey, I got a question. Hey, I got the answer. No, you have to raise your hand first. No, you shout out. And then by the time you are in 10th grade, you will sit in the back of the classroom. The interest is gone. The engagement is replaced with disengagement. You get no passion, but you think you know it all. You will tell a lie, then admitting the ignorance on a specific subject. You will tell a lie instead of saying no, I don't know it. You don't know how to say no. Girls, learn how to say no. A guy is telling you that. Know how and when to say no gracefully. We do not know at this age how to say no. And you might be saying that, Hans, Gamun fell too. Yes, they were not born Gamun. They were kids as well. They grew up. They became teen. They became young. And they never learned this very important and serious stuff. They carry them over to their adult life where they become expert at it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you do not correct it now, you will carry it over to your adult life and you will be horrible, even worse than your parents. Now, let me quickly stop right here. Learn how and when to say no. A guy comes to you, you have a boyfriend, you get a husband, you get a wife, and he said, she said that, can I take you out tonight? There is no, I'm not, my husband will be mad or my wife will be mad. That means, oh, you have no problem with it. Your husband or your wife or your girlfriend or your fiance or your parents will be mad, but not you. So let's set up a date. You keep saying, no. This is not no for guys. Mostly when they are convincing, and there are guys that are very convincing. You say no, it's just the beginning of the game. I'm going to pull up another line, and I know the third line, when I get you to laugh, I get your attention. I'm in. This is the thing. When you know you're already in a situation, and a guy's asking you out, sitting down. I'm going to tell you what happened. I was probably 15 years old when my mother's friend came to my house because the hospital where she had to go to was closer to Cape Haitian in Haiti, and they were living in Gonaïve, about, let's say, for example, 40 miles from the hospital, whereas my mom and myself and my sibling, brothers and sisters, were living probably like 1 mile from the hospital. So she came over with her daughter. She was very sick, so she came with the daughter as a helper. Someone in my house fell in love with the daughter. They were of age. And he went and Petikose. The girl was probably 13 and 14. He sat the guy down and said, I know it's sweet to say you love me. Everybody loves that. I love when people say to me, Hans, I love you. I love you too. And I say it to my daughters, to my wife every day, so they won't be too surprised when this dude says, I love you. I'm just kidding. Okay. This is what she said. She tapped 1 second. The girl said, you see the body. You say you love the body, but you don't know me. The part of me you don't see is actually more important than the one you see. She said that, I love the sound. I love the sound. Telling me that you love me is great. But first, I'm not of age for that. And if you want to wait another 10 years, now you can say tomorrow, that's up to you. If you can wait another 10 years, I will make sure that you love me. The person, and I overheard the conversation, I was like, 13? And you're speaking like that? She didn't say no and probably cursing the guy out. No, she sat him down. They have a conversation. She convinced the guy and not the guy. It's not the other way around. She convinced the guy. And I can tell you, until today, the guy still speaks in good terms about her. You're afraid to say no because you think you're going to hurt someone. Not necessarily. If you say it with grace. Let's move. Now, Paul foresaw the problem. He said that in order for you not to be despised, in order for you not to be rejected, in order for you not to look down upon, you have to be an example in your speech. I'm so glad he put speech first. The power, the greatest power you could ever have is in your mouth. I'm not talking about the nasty words. The power, the real power is in the mouth. That's why we had a black president recently, because he had the power in his mouth. When you compare him with him, you're like, oh, I'll go black again. All right, let's proceed. So he said, watch your speech, watch your talk, watch your tongue. Listen to this. With this mouth, I can praise and curse my God. Con esta boca, puedo alabar y maldecir a Dios. Avec cette bouche, je peux louer et maudire Dieu. Avec bouche ça, je peux louer et puis maudire bon Dieu. I just said the same thing in 4 languages. You didn't notice any change in the color of my tongue. My tongue didn't turn red when I say it in English. It didn't turn blue when I say it in Spanish. It didn't turn green, I almost say vert. Green, it didn't turn green when I say it in French. It didn't turn pink when I say it in Creole. What I did, I just give a command to my tongue. That's all I did. So now, what command do you give to your tongue every time you open your mouth? When you open your mouth, what command do you give to your tongue? A tongue. Do you say, curse at this guy, and he will respect me? Curse at your mom, the person who used to change your diapers. Your diapers. What they say to Junior, your mom, your dad probably used to change your diapers for years. 2, 3, probably 4. Depending on the lazy kids. Keep on faire pipi pour continue. And then after that, another 7 years to take you to the bus. Or probably walk you to the school. And all of a sudden, because you're young, you think you're all that. I got it, mom. I can do it on my own. I can go to the fried chicken right in the corner. I don't want your food. I mean, imagination sound buka. And then after they eat so much junk food, they get boop, 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 boop. And then they want to go back home. Mommy, then you go back to mom for the delicious food you made. Once I went to Florida with a group of youth, and junk food. After 2 days, I got tired. I said, man, I miss my sauce pois. And I know my kids, they're like, oh, when they see the plate with sauce pois and then rice, they're like, oh, no sauce pois, no sauce pois. And I know how you feel about it, but I miss the Haitian food. And I hear you all the time, oh, this Haitian. Pas manger, you say that all the time. And not always in a positive way. Haitians are, I'm one of them. So be careful when you say it. So, what I just told you is that you command your mouth. If you do not know and have right commands in your mind to speak to your mouth, what will your mouth speak? James 3, verses 5 and 6. A tongue is a small spark that can turn a whole forest in fire. Langue, c'est un petit étincelle qui a lui-même un gros forêt, qui a mis du feu dans une forêt. What do you do with your tongue? What speech do you give when you open your mouth? Who do you encourage every time they feel down? How do you do it? With what passion do you do it? Do you help with your mouth? Do you build up with your mouth? Or do you destroy with your mouth?
Hallelujah.
And the second thing he said, you have to have a good conduct. You have to behave yourself in a way that is worthy of it. And I'm glad speech was the first one. Because if you can get your speech, the commands that you give to your mouth under control, you can control your behavior. Conducting yourself means a lot of things. And I'm glad that Paul didn't give a whole speech, because if God will have to give so many details about everything that is said in the Bible would have been so big, nobody will be able to carry it. But what he does, he encompasses everything under a certain title. Conduct. You go to a party. You eat because the food is free. Manger à gratis ou manger. This is not good for your health. Napoleon Hill said most people eat twice the amount of food they need for their body. What happens to the other half? Let's say, for example, you eat 2 bowls of rice. You need only one. What happens to the other one? It turns to fat or congested your sewage system. Oh, the guy didn't. I saw that face. Yes, that's what happened. Learn to eat so that you can satisfy your hunger, and you will save money as well. Your health will be better. You will be thinking right, because let me tell you, after a very good meal, first thing you want to do is to sleep. I got a co-worker. Let me say if he go on lunch. He can't even speak. If he's in the car with me and I'm going somewhere, he has to give me direction. He'll be like, he can't even speak, because that's what food do to you after you eat it. Mostly when you overeat. Watch it. Watch your conduct with the type of food you eat and how much you absorb every time you open your mouth. Secondly, the absorption of alcohol. The Bible, in the 5 books, if you read it, you find a verse that says, don't drink just water, drink wine. There's nothing wrong with alcohol. I'm sure they think you up here. I don't know his business, so I wish you didn't do that. So, there's nothing wrong with drinking wine, with drinking alcohol, but do not become an addict. Let's say well?
Addict.
Okay. You know, I speak an accent. I check up myself all the time. So, I'm going to tell you when you're an addict. Every time you are anxious, every time the time comes for you to sleep, you have to go down to the bodega and buy a little brown bag. If you don't drink it, you can't sleep. Go see a doctor immediately. Let me say it again. It is fine to drink wine. It is fine to drink alcohol. I don't give you the verse because you're gonna stop listening to me once I give you the verse. Oh, I got a verse that legalized my drinking problem. No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is that there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, Jesus turned water into wine. Man, many. So, I see a need. There's nothing wrong with it. But know when you have to stop. If you don't know that, you do not have control over your conduct. And when you lose these brain cells, this alcohol will lead to drugs. You will waste this fine product of God. There is no way, if I give you a body like that, you waste it like that for me to be happy. Pour mon bel corps comme ça, vous m'en soignez, ou si tu manges sauve, love, jongle, ou boire n'importe alcool, ou boire, au point que tu viens pas faire un pour c'est des bagages compliqués, c'est pas même qu'on est même. Parce que tellement fait comme vous, tu dis même mal dormir. So, really, that's true. I'm very lightheaded. So, you asking people to respect you, and you can't even respect yourself. Par exemple, que moisson là, there might be fruits right here. There's no problem, according to me, I don't know, to come after the moisson is over, to come and get some fruits. Some people would just jump, trying to fight right here after the sermon. Were they really listening to the sermon, or just looking at the fruits? There's no problem with that. Some of them would say that, they put the shit out there, and we're staring at this banana. You can't get it, that's mine. All right, put your name on it then. I take it. They will fight right here inside of the church just for a banana. And they want you to respect them. The other three, I can just skip them, actually summarize each one of them. The third one is love. Don't use love to abuse people, because you will have children. Don't use love to take advantage of this beautiful girl who doesn't even know how to say no. But I like that. I like that info. This, do not take advantage of that, because you will have what? Children. And then you can sleep because you know what you used to do. Protect them. There's no problem with loving a girl. In fact, this is the right thing to do instead of loving the same. I heard someone send me a WhatsApp video in which a pastor was preaching. The pastor said, garçon à garçon, c'est pas bagaille bon Dieu d'accord. Fille à fille bon Dieu pas d'accord. It's an abomination. Women and women, men and men. And he said that when he was talking about men and men, he turned around, he said, you see this? That's an exit. It is illegal to enter an exit. It might sound nasty, but that's what they do. But when they're doing it, it's fine. This is an exit. It is illegal to enter an exit. That's against the law. That's against nature. If there were no God, and this would happen, we would have to invent a God. Because if this continues the way it is, this generation will be confused. Imagine that you live in a house where two guys are kissing, two girls all the time. These children will be confused. They don't know who's mommy, who's daddy. Mommy? Daddy? Mommy? Daddy? How do you understand that? You might love it, you might enjoy it because you are so deep in pleasure. It is, in fact, it says that when you do the autopsy, you know it. Autopsy, thank you. A person killed by a gay partner. The body is so beat up, destroyed, because these people are burnt with a passion. When they're beating you out of jealousy, it's horrible. Very horrible. Now, don't use love in the wrong way. Use it to build other people. Use love towards your parents to show and express your gratitude for what they've done for you, for the diapers they changed for you, for the times and the many times they took you to the bus, the many times they suffered for you. They did 2, 3, 5 jobs just to send you to college. And I can guarantee you, Asian parents will be more than willing to do it over and over and over and over and over for a kid who knows what he or she wants. Amen. But instead of being grateful and show them the love, the gratitude, you take advantage of them because they don't speak as well as you do. And that's why I am mad with some Asian parents who refuse to speak Creole with their children. Because when you want to correct them, you don't teach them Creole. And you don't speak fluent English like they do. Automatically they feel superior. Because if you're speaking to me in a language that you don't know, and I know it better than you, automatically I feel superior. Je me sens supérieur parce qu'on parle en langue, même qu'on est moi-même fort là-dedans. What? You don't even know what you're talking about. That's why I'm mocking you. That's why it is so important for this generation to teach your children the language you're good at. They don't have to know how to write it. They will learn English no matter what. TV, books, school, everything. They will learn it. And then every time you want to correct them, you commence à parler Creole. Who? What? They don't understand. They don't. They don't. How can you reprimand them? It is said that a reprimand in Proverbs 17 verse 10. My daughter is talking to me. A reprimand or a rebuke will go deeper into a man of understanding than 100 blows into a fool. A reprimand, a rebuke, will go deeper into a man of understanding than 100 blows into a fool. Are you a fool? When people reprimand you, you're more mad than the person who reprimands you. The person you just heard just told them this is not right, and you're more mad? Instead of saying, I don't think I can use that. I can get better. Give them the possibility to correct you. Usually when I'm speaking English to the youngsters who are born in America, if I say a word like I just said, I say, did that say well? I give them a chance to correct me. Yeah, I got a plus because I speak more languages than they do, but I can't take that as an advantage. I would ask them to correct me if I am wrong. I give them room. I make room for them to correct me. Make room for your husband to correct you. Make room for your wife to correct you. Make room for your fiancé, your teacher, your friends to correct you. I heard Pastor Gregory Toussaint saying that he used to drink a drink called Night Train. Oh, someone knows it. Night Train. He said that he loved the drink so much that he went to a friend of his and said, man, where do you drink something? Oh my God, drink it. Because every time I feel stressed, every time I do not feel comfortable to sleep, something bothers me, I just go take a sip and I sleep. And the friend said that you're getting addicted. If you don't stop drinking it now, I'm not your friend anymore. And he said he stopped. He said, I'm so glad I stopped. Not because he was going to turn into a drunkard, but one thing you have to know, every drunkard starts with one sip. See more? Next. Faithful. Be full with faith. You cannot have faith in something until you hear or read about it. You cannot have faith in any product until they advertise it. That's why they make advertisement even before the product comes out. The cell phone. Your cell phone. Nice, good looking. Ooh, nice features. I love them. What they do, they advertise them before they come out. They get you to want before it comes out. Excuse me. You cannot have faith in something if you don't read, if you don't learn about it. Read your Bible if you want to have faith in God. Then the last one is purity. Psalm 119 verse 9 says, how can a young man keep his way pure? And the answer, by keeping it according to the word of God. You cannot get pure just by your own standard. Some people will look so wonderfully here on Sunday. In fact, they might not have a boyfriend and a girlfriend, but in the dark, things they do to satisfy their needs, you don't want to talk about it now. But they look so good. Nobody knows their business except for themselves and themselves. The end of the person inside of them, and them, and God, and the spirits that cause them to do it. All right, they will date people who have the skill or the gift of keeping a secret. Don't tell anybody, just you and I. And they do it. They do their things over and over. They will smoke, they will do this and that, and nobody knows about it. Because they would rather set their own standard, hide it, and then for you and I to see how pure they are. And you know when you are, and when you're not, you know it as well. Let me leave you with this. I read this morning. It's an Apple News. A young girl whose name is a young girl. She's in her 20s. She went to college. Her first year of college was wonderful. Second year, she felt kind of abandoned, lonely, and she started to look for friends online. Until she met someone called Maryland. And this girl initiated her in cocaine. She said she was using about $100 a day. She was spending $100 a day on cocaine. And your daughter is in college. Your son is in college. $100 a day to start. And she got worse and worse. She became an escort, a nice way to say a prostitute. And she was having clients over and over. She was making big money. She made about $2,000 a week, sometimes on a weekend. And the next Monday, she wasted it all on drugs. And the Maryland who hooked her up, sometimes would come to her and say, I need some money. I got a problem here. I got a problem there. The money used to be hers in the beginning. And now she has to pay the lady who hooked her up with the cocaine, with the drugs. She said she got arrested and they found the substance in her car. There were a couple of cops. One of them took her to a room, locked her, and raped her right there while the other ones were outside. And released her. She said, although the lady or Maryland was taking advantage of her, she said it was comforting being in her presence. She said this Maryland was so hypersexual. Hypersexual. That means someone qui dormait, qui levait, pensait à sexe seulement. And then she became passionate about it. Until one day she said, you know what? I gotta go back to my parents. I'm glad it ended like that. She went to her parents and she explained the whole thing to her parents. They took her to a doctor, get her disintoxicated, and she's back to college. The college accepted her again. Not everybody has this chance. Not everybody. You get a chance as youngsters to be an example in your speech. Therefore, pay attention to the command you give to your mouth. To conduct yourself properly. Don't eat too much. Just eat so that you can satisfy your hunger. And you'll see how healthy you'll be, how better looking you'll be. Your skin will look so shiny. You will be another person. Love. Have a sincere love that only God gives. Don't take advantage. You will pay. You will pay back. Be pure. And only God can make you pure. Dream. Dream big dream. Dream to be holy. Even if there would be no God, being holy will make you feel so good. You are in control of yourself. Nobody can make me do anything. If I want to say no, I can say no. Dream to have a better speech. Dream to have a better conduct. Dream. Even if you would and probably fail, keep dreaming. May God bless you.
Amen.